Hey guys, this is Nintendo Guy 1981. Welcome to the top 5 longest Mario Kart 64 tracks. This is the first top 5 I think I am doing on an actual console rather than a phone or a computer. So, yeah, this list is based off simply the time I got on the track. And I bet you guys know what number 1 is, but let's get this top 5 started. Number 5, Yoshi Valley. The time I got on this one was 2 minutes, 44 seconds, and 48 milliseconds. One reason the track is long is simply just because of the time. It's close to 3 minutes, and falling in the pits just makes everything longer, harder, and worse. The track is way better in Mario Kart 8, and yeah, it actually looks like a valley in Mario Kart 8. And overall, it's just better in Mario Kart 8, and you don't really fall as often, but in this version, you just fall, and fall. As if you're a beginner. I fall rarely, because I'm a skilled player in Mario Kart, but I'm actually falling now. So, yeah. This is number 5. But there are obviously longer tracks and harder tracks than this one. Number 4, Royal Raceway. So the time I got on this one was right there, 3 minutes, 7 seconds, and 48 milliseconds. This is also classified as a hard track, and it's just longer than Yoshi Valley because some people say it's harder than Yoshi Valley. Now, I think Yoshi Valley is personally way harder than this one, but what makes it long is one of the known attractions and the drift turns. When you're drifting around these sharp turns, it's just hard, and if you go into the grass, it slows you down, so it'll just only make the course longer. And there's a special little Easter egg in this course that could make the racer want to do that. Just kidding. That could also make the track longer if you go on the side. I actually just found that out in this video. But one of the attractions that the racer might want to drive off and see, Peach's Castle from Super Mario 64. People were all so interested in this that we just drive off. Yeah, that we just drive off. And it just makes the whole track longer because of all the attractions and all the sharp and hard to drift around turns. Number 3, Toad's Turnpike. Now my time is on there. 3 minutes, 7 seconds, and 67 milliseconds. Yeah, this one was only longer than Royal Raceway by just a few milliseconds. Now, I bet you guys know what makes it long. Yeah, purposely running in to the cars makes it long. And sometimes you do it by accident, and that's common. Sometimes one lap can take, 1 minute, which is as long as Rainbow Road, and people are surprised that this course is in the Flower Cup. I would have probably swapped this and Royal Raceway. I mean, come on, this is just really hard. And then the part where there's only 2 lanes, it can get even tougher because of all the rails and dodging the cars, and even worse, in Grand Prix, depending on what CC you're doing, it just gets harder. And the item boxes are all on the sides. Why couldn't have the cars been pulling them? And it's just really hard. Now in mirror mode, this would be even longer. Trust me, because with all the cars coming back, it's just crazy. Number 2. Wario Stadium. Now my time is once again up on the board. 4 minutes, 27 seconds, and 27 milliseconds. I bet you guys knew this was coming, but you know what makes this course long? Itself. And the developers. Nintendo made this course ridiculously long. And with all the turns and walls and stuff, it's probably one of the longest Mario Kart tracks in Mario Kart history. I mean, I'm not kidding. This is really long, and all the bumps and walls and everything, and even the hard to drift turns make it just even harder and longer. And that can happen. You just drive on the slope of the wall, and then then you go back down and stuff. And these bumps here can affect your drifting and stuff. These bumps here, and if you bounce on them, it can just make your kart go all over the place. Especially this part, you're just bumping all over the place. And there's no real shortcuts in here. And also, this part right here, this ramp, I'm approaching it, but what if you fall? That just makes it longer and more frustrating. But there is a track that is way longer than this, and it's actually not that difficult. Oh, I bet you guys saw number 1 coming when I said it's one of the longest tracks ever. And this next track was brought back in Mario Kart 8 as a retro track. Bet you guys know which one I'm talking about now. And now the number 1 longest Mario Kart 64 track is Moo Moo Farm. Yeah, I got 1 minute and 33 seconds on this. Wait. This is not the longest Mario Kart 64 track. It's the shortest. And now the number 1 longest Mario Kart 64 track is, of course, Rainbow Road. Alright, we all know what makes this track long. It's difficulty. Now, I did say it wasn't that difficult, but now that I think about it, it really is kind of difficult. Once again, the hard to drift around turns are back, and the guardrails, like, they make your items in Grand Prix never hit anything, and also, the chain chomps are just out of control. Although the track is pretty cool in the background. I mean, you got all the neon lights, and fireworks, and the star, and the boo. But in Mario Kart 8, it's crazy. It's like crazy dazzling, completely better than this version. And this spiral's even anti-gravitized, if that's even a word. So, yeah. There you guys have it. The top 5 longest Mario Kart 64 tracks. Oh, and the time I got on this was 5 minutes, 57 seconds, and 88 milliseconds. I know some people take a little bit longer than that, but I can do pretty well. 3 seconds better. So there you guys have it, the top 5 longest Mario Kart 64 tracks. What did you guys think of this video? Please leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts. Please leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Link is in the description. And also, the channel of the day is KiaraVMA Lynne, so if that's how you pronounce your name. So, congrats, Kiara. And I'll see you guys for Let's Predict later.